of this team? The first couple, 2-3 weeks of practice.
It's been great. I think it's just continuing that energy and that chemistry that we had, playing in the Bahamas, getting to know each other, continuing to build defensively, offensively, continue to build team camaraderie. It's been really fun.
How big of a deal was that for you guys to go down to the Bahamas, get 4 games with referees against opponents who weren't yourselves, everything that went along with that?
Yeah, it's huge because it kind of shows you what you've been working on all summer and how that translates individually and as a team. Kind of give us kind of like a cheat sheet of what we are, what our team identity is, what we can be, and what we're going to continue to strive to be every day in practice.
What have you specifically been working on? Obviously, you led the league in assists 2 years in a row, first team All-SEC coming in, but how can you get better? What are you focusing on?
Every part of my game I feel like I can get better at. Being more efficient, finding new ways to get my guys involved, becoming a better leader, and ultimately just continue to keep winning games and make a deep run in the NCAA tournament.
Has the presence of Kaysen in practice helped your own game? You talk to people who've been in there and they talk about those battles between you and Kaysen and how much fun those have been to watch.
Yeah. We're at Kentucky. All the guards are going to come to Kentucky going to be really good. It's the same way that Ty helped me last year, just having that competitive spirit. Come in, you have to bring it every single day, and that's what he's brought to the table, and he's gonna continue to do that. And I know when we're on the same team, guarding some other guys, it's not gonna be as fun for the other team for sure.
Yeah, what's that gonna be like when you don't have to play against him anymore? You guys are actually sharing the backcourt.
We saw some of that in Bahamas. Just our, the way we are on the defensive end, the tenaciousness we had, the tenacity we played with, and be able to play off each other. We both have speed, both athletic, big, strong guards, and we can kind of play off each other, get downhill, and make plays for our other teammates as well.
Is there to Damian and just crazy length and athleticism and the dunks? How much more is there in his game?
That Damian isn't Damian without that. You have to bring that to the table. So it starts with that. Also it spreads out to him being able to guard 1 through 5, him being able to shoot the ball, make shots, make free throws, him being able to, like I said, defend, and him being more confident. A year under you, a year of development, just him being more confident who he is as a person, as a player, has made a big difference, and you can see the big strides on the court when it's time to play.
What to you is the most encouraging thing we've seen him do this summer?
Dunk on everybody now. Last year, we know we could dunk on people, but him bringing his athleticism to the game, him being aggressive, going for the pit back dunk, coming over from weak side and blocking the shot, and then having that sequence when you block the shot, get the rebound, pitch it, outlet it, and then him run away all the way down and him receive the lob. That's putting sequences together, and that's what's going to help us this year for sure.
Does some of that come, you think, with him just being comfortable in his body, that his body's
It's confidence. It's confidence. It's all confidence. Whether you want to say it's his body or his skill, it's confidence. He was a freshman last year playing behind, the National Player of the Year. And it was the first time, I think, coming to an SEC. It's not just, some regular conference, or it's one of the best conferences in basketball in the country. So him having that year of just of growing, of maturing, of knowing who he is and what he can be, how he can affect the game, all that takes a part of how he is today, his maturity, and you're starting to definitely see what he can be for sure.
What kind of a shooting team do you think this will be this year?
We're a good shooting team. Our numbers, when we shoot a 5-minute shooting, everyone's above 50. We make shots in practice. I know Coach Cal gets on us. That stuff matters. Shooting matters. Making shots when we were running full speed, that stuff matters. We're competitive with our shooting drills in practice. We push each other. Everyone's staying after practice, before practice in the mornings, shooting and getting extra work in. So I think we'll be a really good shooting team.
Is there anybody that's taking advantage of the extra opportunities in practice with Oscar sitting out right now? Is there
it's only been like 2 practices.
Oh, okay.
Only been 2 practices, and one of them was kind of like a cerebral thing, just going over our stuff. But when you're in practice with Oscar, you want to take advantage of the opportunity so you can hang with him. And when he's not there, you want to show that, hey, now that he's not here, look at me. So it's going to be interesting to see, and it's going to be fun to see. But it's everybody has to step up. The National Player of the Year, a little down right now, and some other guys are a little injured. Everyone has to step up.
If Oscar does miss time, even if it's just the exhibitions, what do you think about that 5 spot and who fills that role?
It's not me. It's not me. It's nothing to do with me. I'm just there to make sure my teammates are in the best possible positions to make plays and help us win games. Anything else, that's above me.
Do you think you all are better equipped? I mean, obviously, Lance is a year older, Damien's a year older, more confident. Jacob could probably even play the 5. Do you think you're better equipped to play without Oscar for a few minutes?
There were times last year we played without Oscar.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember the Carolina game. Oscar got 2 fouls. Lance came in and changed the game. I mean, he provided rim protection, provided energy, the way he talks and defends. And this year, him adding the offensive skill set that he has now, that's going to help us. So there were times last year where we played without him, and bringing guys back with some continuity, another year of development, another year of being more confident in who they are themselves. Obviously, is going to help us. Whether he does miss some time, and when he is playing and he has foul trouble, he has to sit down. So I mean, no matter how you look at it, guys are going to step up and be ready, because that's what our program is. Next man up, and continue to be ready, because there is going to be a time when your moment is going to arrive.
Are you guys over that St. Peter's game, or does that something that drives you all year? Do you want to remember?
I'm over it. Only time I get talked about is when you guys ask it. I'm just waiting for y'all to get over it. But I'm over it. It was a learning experience for sure. It was my first time in the NCAA tournament. Learned, had some good things, had some things we need to work on. But I'm super excited to get back. We're playing in front of Rupp. Play for the best fans and play with my teammates, and so we can compete for a national championship.
How hungry is this team? Because everybody knows how Kentucky's judged, how far you go, how many times you win. How hungry is this team to kind of move on and move forward and do better?
Yeah, I think some of the guys who came back definitely have that in the back of our minds. But for the new guys and the guys who haven't been here, I think it's just creating habits that lead up to winning. That's playing for each other, that's playing unselfish, that's going after rebounds with 2 hands, that's defending, that's talking, that's flying, that's getting into people's legs when we play on offense. So I think everyone's hungry, because at the end of the day, you want to win. And the thing about Kentucky, if you win, everyone is going to eat. So that's the biggest thing, just everyone just wanting to get better and approach each day to get 1% better.
For those of us who haven't seen Oscar since last season, how's he going to look improved when he does get back and you see him in games?
In every aspect.
Every aspect.
Yeah.
Anyone
Can you
else in
elaborate?
particular? Yeah.
I mean, you guys are going to see. I mean, what Oscar does speaks for itself. He's going to rebound the ball at an incredible rate. He's going to play with a lot of fire, a lot of passion. He's going to make shots. He's going to be a better decision maker. What else is there to do with basketball? You make decisions, you make shots, you play defense, and you talk.
Cal talked about how unselfish he was in, I guess, the Bahamas, or wherever you guys were playing, that he was 5th in shots taken and 5th in scoring. I guess, what do you think that says about him?
All Oscar wants to do is win. I mean, that's who he is. On the court, off the court, he wants to win. He wants to win as a person. He wants to win as a player. I think one of the reasons why he came back is what he was saying, he wants to win a national championship. So that speaks volumes to who he is as a person.
I think when you were at Georgia, you guys played at Arkansas, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then you've obviously played there with Kentucky. Now Kentucky, everybody, gives them Kentucky's their best shot. What's your take on playing at Walton Arena with the crowd atmosphere?
I mean, the first time I played was during COVID,
I guess that's right, yeah.
So I can't really. I've only have the Kentucky experience, but we're everybody's Super Bowl. When we come to town, it's T-shirt day, sold out, white out, red out, blue out, green out. So whatever it is, I know we, like you said, we give everyone's best shot, and I wouldn't have it any other way. This would be one of the reasons why I came here. It's to play against the best, to be held at a high standard, and to be coached by the best.
What was it like in Auburn Arena last night?
It was good. It was cool. It was a great atmosphere. It was sold. I think it was sold out. I think they were selling standing spots. I don't even know how that's possible, but they did that. And it was a great game. They have one of those fan bases that when you go there, they get you riled up and ready to go as well. So it was great playing there.
Yeah, those stadium tickets like $400 each.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy.
New hair, new you. What was behind the change?
Nah, I've had this before. It's not nothing new. But once it's my senior year, I want to come more professional, business-like. I want to look more like my mom. I think that was the biggest thing. I think with my hair out, I can look a little wild. I don't want to wake up every morning, put water and wash it every morning. But definitely want to look more like my mom. I think that's the biggest thing.
I love that. So as a leader of this team, you probably know the DNA, the makeup of it better than anybody. How would you describe it in words?
The DNA of like the
Just the character
of how we play, or just individuals.
How you all personality-wise.
Personality. I think we're a goofy, loving each other type of team, and everyone hangs out with each other. We get along really well. It was easy to see that from the start. We got a couple quiet guys. We're trying to get them out of their shell, but ultimately we're still getting to know each other. But I think what Coach Cal does a great job of getting everyone on the same page by inviting everyone to his house. Setting up dinners for us where we have to, not necessarily have to, but it's cool just to be around everyone so we can learn about each other off the court. Because that's going to play a big part into when adversity hits, whether we're at home, on the road, or someone is down and out. We're going to need those times to be able to lean on each other to set things straight and continue to win.
Hey, we're out of Knoxville. I want to ask you real quick. Talk about that Tennessee-Kentucky series, how it's become really exciting for the fans, and about Santiago, who was named All-SEC first team today.
I'm sorry, say that one
Santiago
more time.
Vescovy in the backcourt, he was named All-SEC first team. Talk about what he brings to Tennessee and about the series, how it's become so intense.
I remember with Georgia, it was intense. So I guess I came to two schools that have intense rivalries with Tennessee. But I only got to play against Tennessee as a Kentucky Wildcat for 1 year, so I know it was sold out when we played them at Rupp, and we played them down there in Tennessee. We kind of gave each other some licks. We beat them by 30, then they turned around and beat us by like 20. So they're a good team. Yeah, they had good players, they had a good coach. So I think that rivalry is going to continue to be what it is, and looking forward to playing them. And I think to your point about Santiago, he's a good player. He's been there for 4 years now, or he's just going on his 4th year. He's gotten better every year. He's well deserving of that, and I hope he has success, just not when we play against them.
Where's you seeing KD Johnson the most?
Where?
KD Johnson. How have you seen his game evolve? Because you obviously go backwards.
Yeah. KD, that's my guy. I don't watch him every single game they play, but just the way he plays, that leads to a winning culture, how hard he plays, how much passion he plays with. I think some of it he gets a bad rap from it, but really he's a team-first guy. He just wants to win, and the way he expresses it might come off as a little crazy, but KD will do anything anything it takes to win. And when I was playing with him, it was great, all fun times. And he's one of my good friends to this day. We still communicate almost every week.
What's he like as a trash talker, man? I see him in practice.
Yeah, KD. There's no filter. There's no limit on what he can or cannot say.
You mentioned business-like and have a haircut up in the season. What are your plans to do years from now after basketball?
My dream go out to everybody this since maybe I was in 6th, 7th grade. I always wanted to be a GM of an NBA team. I guess that's what I want to do. In 2K, I create my own teams. Play with the my league stuff. So you got to manage the roster, manage player personalities, manage the money and everything. So that's my dream job for sure.